73% of millionaires never received an inheritance. Yet according to recent Vanguard research from 2025, wealth accumulation success has almost nothing to do with how much money you make and everything to do with how you think about it. You can earn $200,000 a year and remain broke. Or earn $60,000 and build generational wealth. The difference is not income. It is mindset. Here is what most professionals tell themselves. I will invest when I have more money. I will focus on wealth when I am older. I will learn about finance when things stabilize. But this is exactly backwards. By the time you have extra capital, your mindset is already locked in place. By the time you feel ready, compound growth has already passed you by. McKinsey research from 2026 shows that executives who delay investment decisions by just 5 years reduce their potential wealth by approximately 40%. Not because markets fell, because time itself is irreplaceable. And while you are waiting for permission, for the perfect moment, for financial confidence that will never come on its own, your peers in Singapore, Mumbai, Sydney are already building. They are not smarter. They are not more privileged. They simply made the decision to begin before they were ready. This is the gap that separates the wealthy from everyone else. Not intelligence. Not luck. Decision speed. In the next 9 minutes, we are going to dismantle the 3 foundational mindset shifts that separate wealth builders from wealth waiters. We are not talking about stock picking tricks or cryptocurrency tactics. This is about the psychology of money that institutional investors, family office managers, and ultra-high net worth individuals understand but never explicitly teach. We will walk through how Singapore's top wealth managers frame long-term capital allocation. We will show you the specific mental framework that turns professionals into investors. And you will see exactly why the timing of your first decision matters more than the size of it. This is the architecture behind wealth that nobody talks about publicly because once you see it, you stop being a consumer of financial products and you start being a builder of financial futures. Point 1. Separate identity from net worth. This sounds philosophical. It is actually mechanical. Most professionals tie their sense of capability directly to their bank balance. When the market drops 3%, their confidence drops 30%. When they miss an investment opportunity, they internalize it as personal failure instead of data. But the wealthiest operators in the world compartmentalize ruthlessly. Your net worth is a number. It is not you. Warren Buffett's net worth fluctuates by billions daily. His capability, his discipline, his decision-making framework does not move 1%. According to Deloitte's 2026 Global Wealth Report, investors who view portfolio performance as separate from personal worth demonstrate 67% higher resilience during market corrections and 4.2 times higher long-term returns. Evidence from real execution. In 2024 through 2025, Singapore-based wealth advisor firms observed that clients who framed investments as capital deployment, rather than betting my money, made significantly faster rebalancing decisions during the market volatility of late 2025. They experienced the same drops as their peers. They just did not panic. Application for you. Start now. Write this down. My net worth is a lagging indicator of my capital allocation decisions, not a reflection of my worth as a professional. When you own this distinction, you stop defending your money emotionally. You start optimizing it strategically. You begin asking not, what if I lose it, but, where is this capital most efficiently deployed? That question alone reshapes every financial decision that follows. Point 2. Adopt the time arbitrage mindset. This is the hidden advantage that wealthy individuals leverage and nobody discusses openly. Time arbitrage means understanding that money now and money later are fundamentally different assets. Most professionals see a rupaya today and a rupaya in 10 years as equivalent. Wealthy individuals see them as completely different instruments. Recent World Economic Forum analysis from 2026 on emerging market wealth creation shows that professionals in India and Southeast Asia who explicitly modeled their capital decisions around time value generated 5.8 times more wealth over 20 years than those who did not. The evidence is clean. It is not about earning more. It is about understanding that patient capital compounds differently than impatient capital. Consider a real example. Two executives in Mumbai, both earning approximately $150,000 annually. Executive A waits 3 years to get serious about investing, then commits $400 monthly. Executive B starts today with $150 monthly. After 30 years, assuming 7% real returns, Executive A has approximately $340,000. Executive B has over $620,000. Same city, same income bracket, same market access. The difference is 3 years and mindset around time value. Application for your wealth journey. Stop calculating investment returns in absolute terms, start calculating them in time-adjusted terms. Ask not, what return do I get, but, what compounded return do I unlock by starting this month? Instead of next year. Build a simple spreadsheet. Model 3 scenarios. Start today. Start in 6 months. Start in 2 years. Watch the numbers separate. That visualization becomes your motivation. That is time arbitrage thinking in action. Point 3. Build conviction on conviction, not knowledge on knowledge. This will challenge how you currently think about financial education. Most professionals approach wealth building like they approach technical skills. Accumulate knowledge first, then act. But wealth builders reverse this. They build conviction first through small actions. Then knowledge deepens to support those actions. A 2025 study from the Motilal Oswal Financial Services research team in India tracked 800 high-earning professionals over 18 months. Those who opened an investment account and made a single $2,000 deployment within 30 days of learning about wealth building showed 73% higher long-term engagement and 4.1 times higher subsequent investment velocity compared to those who completed 3 or 4 online courses before taking any action. Knowledge without action is procrastination masquerading as preparation. Real-world proof point. Singapore's most successful retail investors through platforms like Stashaway and Endowus do not start by reading 20 books. They open an account, invest a small amount, experience market movements firsthand, then develop conviction based on lived experience. Their knowledge deepens because they have skin in the game. The psychological ownership of capital generates motivation that no course can manufacture. Application you can execute immediately. If you have not already opened an investment account, do it this week. Not because you have a perfectly mapped plan. Because you need to shift from the identity of someone learning about investing to someone who is an investor. Deposit the smallest amount that feels meaningful to you. Not zero. Not your life savings. Meaningful. $50. $500. Whatever creates mild psychological weight. That is your conviction building threshold. Once you have capital deployed, your brain shifts from abstract learning mode to capital stewardship mode. That mode change is irreplaceable. Here is what unfolds in the next 2 to 3 years if you internalize these 3 mindsets. You stop treating wealth as a destination you arrive at and start treating it as a daily practice. You refine. When you separate identity from net worth, market drops become allocation opportunities instead of confidence crises. Your friends panic about portfolio drops. You are making notes about which assets to accumulate. When you understand time arbitrage, you make different decisions about speed versus perfection. You do not wait for the ideal moment because you understand the ideal moment is now and 5 years from now is too late. Your peers are still saying they will start next year. You are compounding. When you build conviction through action, you become immune to the paralysis that traps most high-income professionals. You do not need perfect knowledge. You just need sufficient conviction to move. In 12 months of consistent application, you are no longer in the middle of the distribution of wealth builders. You are in the top 15%. In 5 years, your wealth trajectory looks structurally different from executives at your exact same income level. Because your mindset was different. Your peers earned the same, spent the same, invested nothing. You are not smarter. You are 3 years ahead on time value. You are 50 times more decisive. And that creates a divergence that becomes irreversible. This is the architecture. This is the framework. But there is one critical element we have not addressed yet that separates theoretical wealth builders from actual wealth creators, and that is the specific asset allocation strategy that works for professionals in high volatility markets. If you are operating in Singapore, Southeast Asia, or managing exposure across multiple currencies and geographies, the classic 60-40 portfolio does not work the same way. Next week, we are breaking down the geographic wealth stacking framework that institutional investors use to build resilience across emerging. Thanks for listening. If you found this valuable, please subscribe to Apex Minds D4J for more powerful insights. See you in the next one.